So from time to time, we receive a call from someone with a very challenging cleaning situation. So we received a call after this homeowner discovered that their pipes froze, and when they thawed, they started leaking. Well, they came through the ceiling and saturated everything in the room below. This sofa was in a loft area in their garage, so this piece sat unattended to for days, maybe even weeks. They thought the sofa was ruined because of the severe stains and mold and mildew growth, but they really loved this piece. It was hard to find, and they were hoping that we might be able to restore it for them. So you might be wondering, is this something that looks expensive but is pretty easy to clean? Unfortunately not. What we have here is a mostly linen sofa with leather cushions. So a lot of synthetic fabrics have stain-resistant properties built into them. But this sofa has two natural fabrics, linen and leather. And when God made these, I don't think stain resistance was one of his top priorities. But anyway, you might think that they're harder to clean now just because they don't have stain-resistant properties built into them like synthetic fibers, which is true, but it's not the whole story. Anything that has built-in stain-resistant properties is going to be easier to care for. Natural fibers such as wool and cotton, they do clean up well, but keep in mind they stain easily, and they should always have some kind of protector put on them. If you think about it, one of the reasons that they're used often is because they hold on to colors so well. These fibers can't tell the difference between the dyeing process or a spill. Either way, they're going to absorb and hold on to the pigments in whatever comes in contact with them. Now, in this situation, the combination of the type of fiber and the type of soiling condition that we're dealing with is what makes this such a challenge to restore. It is already a challenge because it's linen, but there's other things that make this situation particularly challenging. One, linen fibers are natural and cellulosic. So what that means is that when cellulosic fibers get wet, they oxidize, and linen coming from the flax plant tends to oxidize more quickly than other cellulosic fibers. When plant fibers oxidize, we commonly refer to this as a watermark. Think of it like when you bite into an apple and it turns brown. That's what's going on here. So there's no staining substance to remove. What we try to do is reverse the process of oxidation. So the only way to reverse that oxidation, since it is caused by water, is with water-based products and water-based cleaning. The element to this situation that has made it challenging is that it wasn't just water, but it was dirty water. The water bursting from the pipe was clean, but it came through the attic ceiling, so it first landed on the insulation, then saturated the plywood flooring, and picked up soil from the attic floor. Then it soaked into the plywood, where it gathered lignin from the cellulose in the wood, then landed on this linen sofa and soaked in. So we weren't just dealing with clean water on this piece. And then third, this sofa remained wet for weeks before we received it. So the mold and mildew had time to colonize and really begin to feed on the natural fibers. If we received it within a few days, it wouldn't have had time to colonize, and the mold and mildew would not have been such a challenge. So many times we're asked if we're able to take care of this type of cleaning in a client's home. Well, most upholstery we do clean on location, but complex cleaning situations like this cannot be done in the home. Reversing this condition is a process. It is not as simple as spraying a cleaning solution on and then rinsing it off. Think of it in terms of layers. There's the oxidation problem, there's the mold and mildew problem, and then there's the soiling problem. And each one of those requires different procedures to eliminate. So we had to have this unit a few weeks and work on it a layer at a time. Once we saw that we were not able to improve the appearance any further, but the mold and mildew were no longer active, we delivered the piece back to the client. So while it's not perfectly restored, it is dramatically improved, and the client was really happy. So much so that she sent the guys back with some of her rugs that needed to be cleaned. One of them, which was an antique silk rug that was way overdue for cleaning. And she confessed that the reason it was way overdue was that she was afraid that if she took it to someone to be cleaned, they would ruin it. which I feel like is one of the nicest compliments that anybody can give us. When we've done some work for them on a difficult situation and then they trust us with another one, that means a lot to us. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it was really helpful. And if you'd like to get this in a PDF form, you can click on the link below. Or if you'd like this in a handout, just email us or call us and let us know, and we'll be glad to send you them. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to give us a call.